Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of our grain to glass solution as part of Bottle ERP. In this episode, we're going to go through the bottling process, how to generate a bottling work order, production order, and then being able to complete that through NetSuite, Bottle ERP, or WMS Go to get your final bottled product themselves. My name is Ahmed Malik from Catalyst ERP. So to start off with, we're looking at a work order. This work order is what we use to represent the actual production that's going to happen. So in this case, a bottle that we're making. We first off select our product that we wish to make. So bottled whiskey 99. That's going to bring in our bill of material, our revision, which then denotes the recipe that we've defined as part of that recipe management. If we follow the guide at the top and right left-hand side, we need to fill in the location of where we're producing it, fill in how many we need to produce, which will represent and update the actual recipe itself, and then save that down. That gives us our production work order, which allows us to then generate those bottled product. In this case, because of the setup that we've got, and we highly encourage people to use barcoding, label generation where possible, we've been given a warning at the top of the page that we need to generate a barcode or a batch number to be able to progress. Clicking on generate lot number, we'll use our predefined rules to generate that unique batch number, define it against this production order, and also give us the ability to print this off. At the bottom, the system has automatically gone through and allocated the stock that it can based off of the stock we have available. If there wasn't anything available, that would go on to back order, or if it was coming in transit, we'll be able to see that information as well. I now have two options where I can continue this process as I'm doing now through NetSuite, or I can use our mobile solution, WMS Go, to manage this process as well. In this case, we're going to complete this process in NetSuite by following the guide at the top and clicking Create Build, which will take us to the assembly record where we can fill in the final details of what's going on. So if we start off with the final product that we're going to be producing, so if we open up the image detail, that'll pop the detail up and allow us to put the additional information that we've said we want to track against this product itself. And that's all going to come through from the item setup that we've created within the system. So if we give this a second to load up, this will then pop up the screen where we fill in the information around how many we've produced. Is it individual bottles? Is it cases? Is it duty stamped? What have we basically defined? Confirm the batch number and confirm that. And then all we've got to do in this case is also confirm the liquid that we've used for this product. So in this case, whiskey 101, selecting the batch or product that we used, in this case, 7 liters, confirming the quantity consumption of all the components, depending on if they're batch controlled, bin controlled, depending on the item setup themselves. And then finally, we save that down, which gives us our assembler. That then produces our bottles that we have in the system. This process can be used for internal or for external, depending on if you're bottling yourself or if you have a third-party bottling. That now gives me my final bottle, where the system has now given it a projected value based off of the components that have gone into it throughout the entire process, rolling up those components within the system itself. The system will then automatically also generate and calculate the LPA transaction and movement of this process itself. So the consumption of liquid compared to how much was used in terms of bottling, and if there's any gains or losses as part of the process itself, will all automatically be tracked as part of the bottling system. So that concludes our short episode around bottling in Bottle ERP. Thank you for your time.